hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. Thank you again for watching, for listening, for subscribing to my channel, for being around me, for being in this community, for answering questions, for just being you. Thank you so much for being here. In this video, I wanted to speak to you guys about how, I've noticed this about myself, and I know that you probably notice this about yourself as well. I think this is a tendency that a lot of people have, but specifically for INFJs, I found this to be extremely true. That if an INFJ is weird around you, like really, really odd, like, you have no idea what the hell's going on with them, they seem like an insane human being, if they're like that around you, that means that they're comfortable with you and actually that they like you, that they are, that you're friends with them, that they're friends with you, that you're not a stranger to them. Now, you guys know this if you're an INFJ, and if you've dated an INFJ or if you've been with an INFJ, you know how hard it is, how impossibly hard it is for us to be ourselves. We don't like it. We have a hard time being us. We don't know how to be ourselves around people because we're chameleons. We take on other people's properties, and also we have trust issues. So we are afraid of being judged. We're afraid of being rejected, and it happens so often to us when we're a child. Constantly, when I was a child, I was told that I was crazy, and just, can I not just be normal? Can't you just be normal, Shikha? Can you just be normal? Can you just not be so crazy? Can you not just be so weird? Can you just be normal? I heard that all the time, not only from my parents, who thought I was crazy, but my friends, family members, random relatives, my sister and brother said that all the time to me, although they loved me and I loved them for it. But it happened to me all the time. So constantly we're told, can you not just be normal, for God's sake? And so we try to be normal. We try to be normal around people. We watch them and we're like, okay, so she does this when this person does that. Okay, so I need to do that. Or we'll notice a person kind of, putting their hand on someone's shoulder and patting them when they're crying, and I'll put that in my memory bank. I'll be like, okay, this is how you behave when a person is crying. It sounds insane when I put it like that, but literally that's how it was for me. I had to kind of take notes in my head because a lot of times I didn't know what to do. If someone was crying, a lot of times my instinct is to go give them a big hug, or, tell them everything's going to be all right, or do all that stuff, and then people would look at me like, don't touch me, or don't be like that, or get away from me, or whatever it might be. So I had to learn over time what normality is, what normal people behave like, how do people behave? And then I'd kind of take notes in my head, and that's how to behave. That's how we become chameleons, because we're told over and over again, please be normal, right? And so we are normal now. But it's really interesting to me that sometimes, occasionally, rarely, sometimes, I'll meet an individual and they are fine with me being weird, right? They never say, can you be normal? They'll say, oh my God, I love that you're so crazy. And when I hear that, it kind of gives me a little bit of a permission slip to be like, oh, this person's not gonna reprimand me or tell me I'm crazy or make me feel bad for being myself. Let me try a little bit more. Let me kind of push the boundaries a little bit. Let me see if I'm a little more crazy around them or a little bit more myself. What will they say? Will they be all right with it? Will they not be all right with it? Will they hate me for it? Will they break my friendship off? What's going to happen, right? And sometimes we do meet these people who are totally fine with all of our madness, all of our craziness, all of our insanities. In fact, they love it. They want more of it. They want us to be ourselves. And I've noticed that there's only a few people like that I can be around. Like my sister is like one of those people. She's an INTJ, and she just looks at me like I'm crazy, but I love it. Like she doesn't hate me for it. She doesn't think I'm insane. She knows I'm crazy, and she is fine with it, right? And there's a couple other people like that. One of my ENTP friends, Dan, he's one of those people I can be crazy around him. And so it's very rare that it happens, right? But when we do discover someone like that and we're weird around them, that's how you know, actually, if you are dating an INFJ or if you're friends with an INFJ. If they're weird around you, it means they're comfortable with you. They are comfortable with your friendship and with your personality, and they feel comfortable being around you, and they don't feel like they have to hide themselves. They don't feel like they have to be a chameleon. They don't feel like they have to, be someone else in order to please you, in order to be your friends, in order to be around you, in order to be friends with you. And this has happened to me several times because I'm always pushing the boundaries of people. I'm always like seeing, okay, how far can I be myself with them, and how far can I take it, right? And a lot of times I'll take it to a certain extent, and then the person will break off their friendship with me, and I realize, okay, you know what, I pushed them too far. But I'm always pushing them to see, how does it work? Recently, one of my really good friends that I thought I could be myself with, I said something to her about my opinion about, how I don't believe there's any evil on this planet. I don't think there is any evil on this planet. I think there's just degrees of good and bad and perspective, right? And so I had this conversation with her, and she broke off our friendship with each other because she thought that I was insane. Now, again, I push my boundaries with her because I do that with everyone that I meet. I want to know how far I can take them, right? A lot of times they won't break it off completely right away, but they'll tell me that I'm insane, and then I'll stop at that point. That is how far I can take it with them. But some people, very rarely, I can take it all the way. I can show them all of my weird quirks, all of my weirdness, all of my madness, all my insanities, and they're totally fine with it. They don't care. They feel like it's normal, and they're actually happy for it. They're grateful for it. They want me to show myself to them. And that is when I feel like I've found that true person, that true friend, where I don't have to be weird, I don't have to worry about myself, I don't have to worry about who I am. And that's how you know as well. If you are a non-INFJ watching right now, and if you're wondering, how do I know if my INFJ likes me, or if my INFJ is friends with me, or if my INFJ is comfortable with me? Are they weird around you? Are they themselves around you? Are they really, really quirky and odd and insane around you? If they are, bingo, you know that they're friends with you because they love you and they can be comfortable around you. If they're not, then give them the space to do so. Tell them that it's alright for them to be weird around you. I love it when my friends tell me that it's alright for me to be odd around them. When they tell me, I just want you to be yourself. Things like that. When I get that kind of permission slip from people, then I kind of push a little bit and I show them a little bit of myself. And then they look at me like, ooh, boy. Or they'll be like, awesome, great, keep on doing this. And so I know how far to push things. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I hope that I've been able to kind of clarify some of my thoughts. Sometimes I'm blabbing on or talking, and it makes sense in my head here, in this space here. But then I wonder if you guys understand what I'm saying. I hope that you guys have an amazing day wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, for being around this channel. I hope that you guys have an amazing day, amazing life, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.